Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm your host, Thunderbird, and today we're rating the states. We're rating them based off of my personal opinions. If you disagree with them, you are wrong. California. It's pretty basic. It's good. I like this place. You know, it has San Francisco, LA, San Diego, bunch of other places. The beaches are nice. I always forget what the capital of this place is, but who really cares? Good place. I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Illinois. It is Chicago, and that's it. Good hot dogs. 7 out of 10. The rest of it's just cornfields. Alaska. Snowy tundra, very cold. It's alright. It's very pretty. It has my favorite animal, the moose. And it has walruses. This is wonderful. I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Not much to say. Kansas, awful, awful, awful. Burn. There's nothing here. Dorothy would say there's no place like home, but she lives in Kansas. Honestly, I would just stay in Oz. Iowa. If you ask anyone to name a state that isn't from America or Iowa or whatever, if you ask someone who lives in anywhere but Iowa to name a state, they are never going to say Iowa. If you ask anyone from anywhere else to name a U.S. state, they are never going to say Iowa. Iowa is garbage. 0 out of 10. Missouri. Not much happens here. It has the St. Louis Arch and baseball sometimes. I visited it. It was chill. I wouldn't want to live here, though. I feel like I would get killed. I feel like I would get unalived by a weird dude. I don't know. Texas. It's Texas. What else can I say? It's pretty good. I don't want to get shot. Austin is nice. Dallas is decent. Good for them. I'll give them an 8 out of 10. The Dakotas. 0. Absolute garbage. Mount Rushmore is a mid tourist attraction. It's just a rock with some face carved in it. I'm giving this a 1 out of 10. The rest of it is just corn, and I guarantee if you visit the Dakotas, it will be the most boring experience you ever have. Minnesota. They have a whole bunch of stuff here. They have the Mall of America. They have, Target. They have Spam. They have reasonable weather conditions sometimes when it's not winter. It's pretty good. They also have the Bears. Not the Bears, that's Illinois. Crap. They have the Vikings. Sorry. Florida. I also don't want to get shot. This is kind of in the same boat as Texas. I don't want to die. So I'm going to give you a 6 out of 10. Please don't hurt me. New Jersey. Garbage. It's just worse New York. This is going in the negative 1 out of 10. New York. It's better New Jersey. I like this place. It's very fun. There's a whole bunch of stuff to do. It has pizza, it has bagels. It's awesome. That is Broadway. New York is awesome. 9 out of 10. Connecticut. I forgot this place existed. And you probably did too. What else can I say? It's just a little guy. 7 out of 10. Delaware. I imagine that at the moment you enter Delaware's border, you age 50 years immediately. This is where the old people live. In Delaware. Massachusetts. That is Boston. Pretty good. Got baseball. You know. I like Boston. And Massachusetts. Massachusetts, for having Boston, you get 8 out of 10. Maine. Silent Hill is a good game. Play it. Takes place in Maine. I always wanted to move here as a kid, and I don't know why. Lobster. It has lobster. I'm not a big lobster fan, but it has lobster. 7 out of 10. Vermont. It has maple syrup. What else can I say? 10 out of 10. Rhode Island. Garbage. There's nothing here. As far as I know. I've never been to Rhode Island, but I assume this is just like a wasteland. I assume nothing happens here. This is like the one quiet suburb that no one likes. Like, I imagine this is the pretty privileged suburb of the U.S. I'll give this a 5 out of 10. New Hampshire. Honestly, I don't even know what happens in the state. I don't even know what the capital is. I'm just going to put a question mark out of 10. Maryland. The flag is like you're having a seizure. If you're epileptic, don't look at the flag. It has Chesapeake Bay crab, though. I'll give this a 6 out of 10. And the crab is what's keeping it from a 0. Pennsylvania. It is chocolate. It's Hershey. Yeah, that's pretty cool. We like that. I like chocolate. 8 out of 10. West Virginia. Now, I mentioned this, like, the Dakotas have no reason being 2 states because they don't even have a good reason like West Virginia does. West Virginia has a reason, or Virginia has a reason to be 2 states with West and regular Virginia, because West Virginia didn't want to be a slave state, so they split off from Virginia. That's why. History lesson. I'll give them a 9 out of 10, because, yeah, why not? Virginia. This is, like, the number one place I think to when I think of the Revolutionary War. That's probably because, like, everyone was from Virginia. Like, the first 5 presidents, except for, like, James Madison, were from Virginia, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to give this, like, an 8 out of 10. Ohio. It's just boring. Like, nothing, I imagine nothing happens here. Like, the British and the French fought over this back in, like, the 1700s, and it was Ohio. Honestly, I feel bad for the people that died during the French and Indian War, because you fought for this. You died for this. I feel bad. I'm gonna give this like a 4 out of 10. Georgia. It is peaches. It's pretty good. For having peaches, I'm giving this a... You know, I'm gonna give this a... For having the tea, I'm gonna give this like a 8 out of 10. North Carolina. I also don't know why this is 2 states. I think I've been to Charlotte. I don't know if that's North Carolina or South Carolina, but the Charlotte airport was pretty cool. That's where I tried Bojangles. That was sick. Bojangles is really good. I'm gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Same for you. I don't know which one of these states has Charlotte in it, so you also get an 8 out of 10. Bojangles is good. Hawaii. I've never been here. I want to come here so bad. It looks so pretty. I want to go surfing here. Like, the waves look sick. For, like, being pretty and having some really cool wildlife, I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10. Oregon. A bunch of people died on the trail here. I find that kind of funny. Dysentery. For dysentery and Gravity Falls, I'm giving this 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. Washington. It has Seattle, and up in the corner here, a war was fought over a pig, and I find that really funny. So, 10 out of 10 for Washington. Indiana. Terraria is from here. Real Logic is from Indiana. So, Stranger Things. 8.5 out of 10. Kentucky. I've been to Kentucky. It's alright. Not much I can say. 7.5 out of 10. Tennessee. Hey girl, are you from Tennessee? Are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. I hate that pickup line. -1 out of 10. Arkansas. I don't know what happens here. I know it has the Ozark, and that's it. 2 out of 10. Mississippi. I would say a pickup line, but it is inappropriate, so I won't. It's Mississippi. What else can I say? It has like a really weird name. 4 out of 10. Alabama. Everyone knows this place, and for all the wrong reasons, and I think that's funny. It's known for racism, inbreeding, and drugs. And I think that's funny. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. Wisconsin. It has cheese, and I like cheese. I respect that. Cheese curds, delicious. I'm giving this a 10 out of 10. Good job, Wisconsin. Michigan. No one asked for this much Michigan. We don't need this much Michigan. Who decided to take this from Wisconsin? We could have had more cheese, but instead, we just have more Michigan. No one wanted this. -10 out of 10. Nebraska. Garbage, garbage, garbage. It's empty. There's nothing there. I imagine this is just an empty void. Like, there's just a wormhole along the border of the state. So whenever you enter, you just pop out on the other side. There's nothing there. It's just a pit. -5 out of 10. Louisiana. It's pretty good. I like Louisiana. It's got Mardi Gras. Got a whole bunch of stuff. It's pretty fun. I like Louisiana. 10 out of 10. It's got beignets. Oklahoma. You see, the thing with Oklahoma is, if I were to think of it as a person, it seems like the type of person to be like, oh, but we have this person that's from here, and it's like the most niche person you've ever heard of. Like, you've never heard of the person they're talking about, but they're like, oh, they're from here. And honestly, I hate people like that. 1 out of 10. Nevada. Gambling. Fallout New Vegas. It's pretty good. The Hoover Dam. It's got a whole bunch of stuff. 10 out of 10 for gambling. Idaho. That is potatoes. I like potatoes. An Idaho baked potato is pretty good. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10. Not much to say. Montana. Honestly, I don't know what happens much in Montana. I mean, really. Not really anything happens in Montana. It has a glacier. And that's it. I don't know. Wyoming. Wyoming has Yellowstone. Wyoming is also just a square. I think Wyoming also may have Shoshone National Park, and Firewatch is a good game, so I'm going to give this a 9.5 out of 10 because Firewatch, which I think takes place here. Arizona. It's hot. It's very, very hot. I don't like this place. Every time I go here or have to drive through here for whatever reason, it's awful. It's hot and it's annoying. But usually we pass by this A&W, and that's pretty cool. I like A&W. But it isn't from Arizona, so I can't count that towards the rating. So from my personal experiences, I'm just going to give this a 4 out of 10. Utah. Mormons. Mormons live here, usually. It has Zion. That's pretty cool. 6 out of 10. Colorado. It's not a perfect square. Colorado is not a square. Have fun with that. 4 out of 10. New Mexico. New Mexico was fun. I like New Mexico. It gets cold here though, so be warned. I'm giving this a 7 out of 10. And the only reason it's so low is because I woke up here once and I nearly froze to death in a Hyundai. It was bad. And that's it. That is me ranking all of the 50 states. If you disagree, you're wrong. Have fun with that. And goodbye.